What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. And it looks like the Astral Elves have dropped in on us once again. And they are keen to show us their wares because we have got another brand new hero in this portal. And it is a long awaited hero in fact. I think probably going to be one of the best heroes that we've seen from this Astral Elves group so far. I know that they've only been out for a short while, but this hero is definitely one that we all have been waiting for, at least myself. And I know a couple of other guys, especially in the comments. I know shout out to Twilight Dawning. I know that you've been waiting for this one. So she is here. She has arrived. The blacksmith of the elves, Hammerclang, is among us. And we're going to take a look at her today and we'll see what she's all about. So let's get started. So Hammerclang is obviously a fire hero and she is of the rogue class, which is awesome because it gives her the chance to dodge direct damage from offensive special skills. Not that all special skills are not offensive, but you know what that means. Anyways. Family bonus for the Astral Elves is a bonus for 1 or 2 heroes, and it is a 50 or 70% chance to dispel a random dispellable status effect buff from an enemy that deals special skill damage to this character. I kind of feel reading that like it is a bit niche, but it still can come in useful in a pinch, so it's okay, but nothing really to write home about there. The passive is an innate resistance against blind. So as we know with the goblins heroes, that really does come in very helpful, being able to resist that horrible blind. And then the passive, the second passive they get is that they share the received damage. So it means that 20% of the damage received is shared with all other allies, which does make these heroes pretty tanky and pretty survivable. Now, in terms of the art on this card, I don't know that I'm the hugest fan of it. She certainly looks like a butch female, that's for sure. But you can see that she is the blacksmith, so she's been making the weapons for all these horrible guys like Starwalker. And I don't think Starwalker has, geez, I can't even remember the guy's name now. It's just slipped my mind completely. Who am I thinking of? She's probably been making all of their weapons. This guy, Sparklight Sword. So she's manufactured that out of something or other. But anyways, I'm not the hugest fan of the art. I think there are better looking heroes in this portal, but she's, it's okay. It's okay. Let's get on to what she actually does. So let's look at her stats real quick. So 1013 total team power, 1027 on the attack, which is pretty huge. 1052 on defense and 1678 on the health. So really good, nice, balanced stats across the board. You couldn't really want much more. Her special skill is where things start to get interesting. So it's called Celestial Anvil and it is running at fast speed. So this special skill never misses its targets. Doesn't matter what you do, the special skill's not going to miss. She deals 400% damage to the target and minor damage to all other enemies. So half of that, so 400% to the damage to the target and 200% damage to all of the other enemies. Now, all damage that all enemies receive is then increased by 30% for the following 3 turns, and all enemies get negative 30% attack for the following 3 turns. So this hero is just basically increasing all of the damage that they will receive for the following 3 turns. It's kind of like Hammer Tusk, it's kind of like Franz, it's kind of like the 5-star version of Buster, to be honest, but she is doing things in the right order. So what do I like about this hero? First of all, I like the fact that she never misses. Doesn't matter if the enemy has dodge up, doesn't matter if they have anything else going on, you are not going to miss your target. In fact, dodge is probably the biggest one there, but dodge is really frustrating. So she will deal 400% damage to whichever enemy you target. And then you're going to get that nice spread of 200% damage to all of the other enemies and a pretty decent attack stat. If we look at this, it goes up to 1380 with the limit breaks and emblems. And with the ether talent, if you do second limit break Hammerclang, she's going to get an extra 30% damage, on the special skill for the first 6 turns. So that is awesome for her as well. So yeah, watch out. Plus the class that she is, I do like as well. So that's a lot of damage. but then the increased damage means that she makes a great support hero. So she's making everybody else on your team more effective, and we know how impactful that can be. I think that I would say she can be very usable in a lot of different areas, but especially against Titans, where the only other sort of hero that's doing this effect in the fire element is Buster. She's going to be able to take over, and yes, it's a slightly lower increase than some others do. It's 30% compared to 55 or 50% from somebody like Franz. But remember, she's running at fast speed and she's dealing a boatload of damage on top of that. So I really, really like that. The least impactful part of this special is the negative attack. But then with that being said, even that is still helpful. So the minus 30% attack for 3 turns, really, she could take it. You could take it or leave it. It doesn't make her that much better of a hero. But she is a fantastic hero. I love Hammerclang, and you will be very lucky if you do manage to get your hands on her. So Mr. Twilight Dawning, I wish you all the best of luck. I know you're probably going to be pulling hard in this portal. I really, really do hope they don't bother you with the other featured heroes, and that you do manage to get your hands on her. Speaking of the other featured hero, we do have Lemonwood, who wasn't featured in the previous portal. I really do like this guy. He's a very interesting hero, and I have done a review on him as well. So what I'll do, I'll leave a link to that in the comments section, so you guys can have a look at Lemonwood in a bit more detail if you are interested in summoning for this hero. That being said, in terms of odds for the Astral Portal, let's have a look. Legendary featured is only 0.4%, so the odds are pretty damn low. The legendary event hero chance is actually higher, so the non-featured is higher, which I'm not sure I'm a big fan of. I'd prefer if they did that the other way round. And you do get this chance for 2 times, so whenever you summon a legendary Astral Elf, you will get a second different legendary Astral Elf for free. So carrying along the theme of the Goblins portal and some of the other portals that we've seen. So yeah, in summary, I think we've got an absolutely amazing hero in Hammerclang, going to be effective on offense and on defense because she never misses. With that passive as well, the resistance against damage and the resistance against blind, it just makes her a really tricky hero to deal with, and very effective even against Titans as well. So that is pretty much it for this portal. Now we do have the Underwild portal with a new hero in it as well, or it's really a new hero costume. This costume for Holder, I don't really want to dwell too much on this costume, to be honest. I do like the fact that she gets this passive where she increases or boosts the health of all allies by 10%. And the lava minion does get a bit more HP and recover a bit more health now. The mana generation increase is exactly the same as it was before. And then the defense increase that you get from the lava minion has been reduced, and it still can't be dispelled. The only real big problem that I'm seeing with this hero is that so many people will have chosen Zhao 2 from the recent Soul Exchange that you've got a lot of minion counters flooding the game at the moment, and most people are going to be able to easily deal with Holder. So I really don't think that she's as effective as she once was. That being said, she is featured alongside probably 2 of the best costumes in the Underwild, one being Professor Leidenbrock and the other being costume for Morel. So both of those are really good heroes in this portal as well. And that's enough said on that, really. So yeah, please let me know what your thoughts are on Hammerclang especially. I want to hear what you guys think, and I want to hear if you manage to get hold of this hero, how she's going to perform. I wish you guys all of the best of luck in your summons. Please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss any future videos. And until the next time, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now, guys.